another meeting. Let us thank the Almighty God for graciously giving us the strength to work for the good of the people that we represent, and indeed for the betterment of our country. The House has performed its various functions, generally creditable during this meeting. The approval processes provided in the Constitution were duly applied, particularly regarding the appointment of a new Chief Justice, an event that happened last over 10 years ago. Various motions, including an unprecedented half-hour motion, were admitted and acted upon. Questions and statements were made in an unprecedented manner in the history of this Parliament. The urgency during the beginning of the meeting to have the partially damaged roof of the chamber repaired affected normal sittings, that is the sitting hours. Through your cooperation, the business of the House proceeded unimpeded. The imminent danger that would have been caused to the structural integrity of the chamber by the rains was prevented. Also, damages that could have otherwise been caused to installed equipment, in particular the electronic gadgets, were also avoided. I'm grateful to you all for your cooperation in enduring the inconveniences that arose with the challenge. The quest for a new chamber continues. As part of the initial process, the acting Deputy Director of the Development Department, the clerk, and Honorable Agman Wusu Ajimai, member of the Parliamentary Services Board, have been tasked by the board to collate views of leadership, members, and others to guide in developing ideas on the type of chamber that we want. Experts will then be invited to develop designs for us. I would therefore request all members to assist by sending ideas to the clerk as soon as possible. The board has approved the establishment of a parliamentary assurance unit within Parliament. This department will deal with all matters which require follow-up attention on all issues raised on the floor of this honorable House. Such issues will be tracked, and it will ensure that they are acted upon. I believe that the adoption and implementation of such a system will contribute to enhancing the integrity of the House and its members. The Parliamentary Service Board, at the beginning of this meeting, approved also the establishment of the Parliamentary Support Reforms Project Office, which will focus on introducing reforms for improving performance while encouraging more citizen participation in the parliamentary process to ensure effectiveness in our procedures. In this connection, the Parliamentary Training Institute Reform Project will be tackled vigorously in the near future. While looking at modalities for reforms, we cannot ignore the manner in which our work is also regulated in this House. There is a need for a massive review of the standing orders. Already very good work has been done. I extend appreciation to all who were involved in the very recent exercise and appeal that we must use the recess to complete the review of our standing orders, which I think should incorporate therein the code of conduct approved in this House. This completion will certainly help Parliament to improve upon its service delivery. The Parliamentary Service Board, which has been working very, very assiduously, has approved the establishment of a legal department in Parliament, something we have been lacking for a very long time. Very soon, private member bills will take up with the assistance of this department newly created. All relevant recruitment will take place accordingly. The board have approved 15% salary increment for all parliamentary service staff. This will help them perform better. All issues relating to C11 are being tackled by the Parliamentary Service Board. Honorable members, inventory has been commissioned on all parliamentary lands and property, and office will be invited from possible developers on public-private partnership basis, where appropriate, in order to develop lands and property which are being taken away from Parliament. Parliament also faces some court judgments, mainly arising out of running down cases. The Speaker and a small team have negotiated settlements to save Parliament huge debt and unnecessary bad publicity. Another committee has been set up by the board to look into the recent fire outbreak. The causes and make recommendations for future prevention and management. In this connection, we need to strengthen the corpus's research system with the requisite qualified personnel so as to enhance the work of honorable members of Parliament. Relevant modalities have been established as to qualifications of these persons. Members have been communicated to. Please note the rules regarding these so that we shall have qualified personnel to carry on this work and not persons who have been handpicked by members accordingly. Honorable members, I will encourage all honorable members to make quick recommendations with regard to the research assistance to the clerk's office for necessary action to be expedited. Honorable members, on to a 5.4 million budget support under phase 2 of the Star Ghana program. The budget support is to enable Parliament to perform better. Leadership of the House, 5 selected parliamentary committees, staff development issues, and citizen MP encounters to sharpen parliamentary representation and responsiveness have been put into place. I will encourage honorable members to let us all work to major in the majors and not major in the minors, so that in the process we shall have maximum benefit from such laudable programs. Program component heads will actually be very beneficial if we should address ourselves to those things that matter and which will promote qualitative governance. Bring about some unfortunate incidents, some of which marred our record at the last minute of this sitting. Let us ensure that we place the national interest first. Our countrymen and women who are expecting qualitative performance from us. Dignity of Parliament has been a matter of concern. Many Ghanaians have made many statements which members are clearly aware of in the credit to Parliament. Indeed, there's a right to have one's say. But there's a way of talking in the church which is different from the macro market. And I would like to say, the way you say a thing, where you say it, how you say it, should be part of parliamentary etiquette. The right to have a say, of course, does not include unbridled gesticulations, nor that which the ordinary Ghanaian will say cannot be done in the chief's palace. I think this is what our people expect of us, and we must stand to the occasion. Should be the key to our discourses. We should definitely always adhere to lay down rules for resolution of our grievances, if any, and advance the appropriate course and the appropriate way at the appropriate time, and invoking all the appropriate circumstances. I hope you will assist me, all of you, and the deputy speakers to continue steering the affairs of the House with dignity, fairness, and full knowledge of the procedures of this House. I thank the leaders, the deputy speakers, the clerk and his colleagues and staff, the parliamentary service corps, press corps, and all those who helped the House to complete its work for a good work done. May the Almighty God bless us all and our homeland, Ghana. The House now adjourns. Sine die. Thank you.